Hey guys, this is Erin. I'm thinking today I just need to talk about confronting the real bully in the room. And basically what I mean is there are two bullies that you face. There's the nameless, faceless one that will walk up to you, say a horrible thing, and then walk away. And then there's the bully that's in here. And the reason I say that there's a bully in here is because we often replay that one horrible comment over and over and over again in our heads. It just keeps replaying like a loop, and we get very damaged because of that. Incredibly damaged. I mean, I'm still dealing with the ramifications of what bullying did to me. And it's hard. It's extremely hard to just kind of go, okay, how do I defeat this demon that's literally inside my head? And in some ways this is going to get really serious, so if this is a trigger point to you, like if suicide is a trigger point for you, please don't watch this from this point on, because I'm going to talk about things like that bullying can cause. We've seen countless times that kids who were bullied for whatever particular reason, they took their own lives. And, I hear a lot of the time that it's maybe a gunshot wound to the head. And, I sit there and I go, well, if only someone had actually shown them what real love was and had accepted them for who and what they were, that life may not have been lost. And truly, what I believe is they weren't trying to die. They didn't want to die. They just wanted to kill the voice in here that kept terrorizing them their whole lives. I can understand that. I've been there. I didn't do anything, well, I take that back, but, I've had moments. I've had moments where I was like, if I could just make it stop for a few hours, or make it stop for a long time, whatever it might have been, and it was because of those comments. I mean, in junior high, I had tormentors. Every day I'd go to school, and there they were, 3 guys who thought that it was okay to pick on me because, 1, I wasn't very girly, and I have no shame in that, and 2, I wasn't afraid to put them in their place. And that was very difficult because, I was always teased there for not being like everybody else, and it just, I thought that was okay. I thought, well, I am who I am. I'm not here to impress anyone. But the fact of the matter is, I learned that no, you have to impress everyone, or your life is made into a living hell. Nowadays, I'm glad that I never, succeeded, because that would have been a true nightmare. That would have been a nightmare for my family, for the people that I actually could call friend. It wouldn't have been right, and it was all because of the bullying. And a lot of the bullying that we see now is body shaming, and which I went through many times. We deal with this every day, and there's documentaries on Netflix, of all places, of what it does to not only a child, but people who are almost adults, people who are adults. I mean, the madness just never seems to end, and it's like, you know what? God made them the way that He wanted them to be. Leave them the hell alone, okay? God made you the way that He wanted you to be, minus being a dick. He made you, and He made all of us to love one another, treat each other with respect, and just not to be that way. Yet that's exactly what we're doing. We're doing exactly what, we're not supposed to be doing every time that we bully someone or say something that's unkind or do anything like that. You can't do that. So it's just, I feel very sensitive coming onto camera saying kind of where I've been, but again, if it helps somebody else out knowing that they're not alone in that situation, then by far, please watch the video. It's just, we lose people because no one told them that they were worth it. Yeah, I said it. They were worth it. And by it, I mean life. I mean love. I mean everything that someone truly deserves that is a good thing that makes them happy. This is not okay that we live in a society where people can get away with shaming another human being for something that they may not have any control over. For me, I have very little control over my weight. Okay, my thyroid is practically dead. And if you did your research on dealing with the thyroid, you would know that for a woman especially, it can kill all function of so many things that you actually need. And the only solution is either to pack them on with meds or get your thyroid cut out altogether and risk losing your vocal cords in the process. You don't have a lot of options. I don't have a lot of options, and it sucks. But you know what? I get off my ass, and I do what I can, and that's all that you can do. But I don't need people telling me that I'm not doing it right, or that I'm not making a big enough effort. I will just give them the finger and walk away. Because that's really not something that anyone can judge. You can't judge if someone's doing enough or not. You don't know. Maybe they're doing enough for what they've got going on in their bodies. Okay? It's not always their fault. It's not always, oh, they're sitting on the couch not doing anything. Really? So you can sit your butt on the couch all day and you happen to be not overweight and that's okay? No. I believe in body positivity and all that, but that goes for both thinner people and it goes for people who are plus size. It's like you can't body shame people. You can't shame them at all. It's not okay. I'm mad right now because I've been in these places where people just are incredibly rude and they'll give you that look like, you're really gonna eat all of that? Yes. And I've told you in previous videos, I'm using an app called Gastric Band by Paul McKenna. And you know what? It's actually working. I've lost 2 pounds, 8 ounces in 4, maybe 5 days, following what he said to do. And it's working for me. That's great. It may not work for somebody else. And I've seen people get mad at other people who tried out the vegan diet and just weren't, their doctor told them that they needed to stop doing that because it was bad for their health. And they were getting so much crap because they weren't following the rules anymore. They were following their doctor's recommendation. And I understand not all doctors know what they're talking about, but gosh darn it, they went to medical school. They put in those 8 to 10 years in medical school to do what they do. So, if it were me, and my doctor told me, vegan's not for you, you can't do it, I'd stop. It sucks I completely get that it sucks in a lot of ways for different reasons that not everyone can be vegan. I'm sorry. But, do I know that I can't be vegan? No, I could probably do it. But the thing is, I'm pretty sure my doctor wouldn't approve of it because I've already asked him that before. And he's like, no. And, for all I know, he could be wrong. But I'm not going to risk something because I've got nieces and nephews who need an aunt. They need someone who's going to be there for them 24/7. And I need to be the best aunt that I can be for them. At the end of the day, I don't know if I'll ever have my own children, but gosh darn it, those kids are like my kids. And I will always be there for them, and I will not let anyone get in the way of that. I'm losing weight more because, one, I know that's going to take away some of the pain that I have, but also I'm doing it because, again, those kids need an aunt that loves them unconditionally. I'm sure they do in other people, but, this is who I am, this is what I'm doing, and I'm going to speak out against people bullying other people, and, it's not right. So, I pray that we live in a world, at least someday, where there will be this sense of, just peace for everybody. I really do. So, I know this is kind of a rant video, but I've been holding off on ranting about it for a very long time, and I think it's just time to let it out. So, if you can sit here and listen to the whole thing, that's great. If you can't for emotional issues, or you have someone near you with emotional issues, then, obviously don't watch it around them. The video will be here, so good luck to you, and I hope that for those who are watching my journey, just please don't give up. Please. If you give up, or feel like you need to give up, send me a comment or something, and we'll talk about it if you want to. Because you're worth it. You're worth more than anything that anyone could ever say wrong about you. I love you all so much, and I pray that we can all go down the right path, alright? Bye.